All right, time now for Perspective, where we go beyond the headlines and speak to people involved in the issues impacting life somewhere, some way. In today's segment, we go to India, a country reeling from a rise in violent assaults against women. From 2012 to 2016, reported rapes of children has more than doubled. And in the past month alone, there were at least 3 separate incidents where teenage girls were raped and burned alive. These crimes have caused local and global outrage. So why are they on the rise? Is it a question of India's patriarchal society? Is there insufficient political will? Or is the country's male-female imbalance partially to blame? For more, we can speak to the spokesperson from Save the Children India, Prabhat Kumar in New Delhi. Thank you for speaking to us, Mr. Kumar. There's a lot of shocking data around these crimes, particularly targeting girls. I was wondering, many people fear that this reality might even be worse than what the statistics show. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the current situation there.
Okay. Like you just pointed out that there has been a rise in crime reporting, and particularly in last several months we have seen that the number or incidence of reportage of crime, especially sexual violence against girls and women, have been significantly reported. Okay, so and we try to analyze these things, why these take place, and we try to in Save the Children try to address these issues through some of the measures that we want to take. And one thing I want to tell you is that one of the reason why there has been so much report of the crime against girls and women is because there is increased reporting, which from protection angle we also feel it's a positive trend, that there used to be incidents earlier but they were not reported. So if we look at some of the cases like the sexual violence cases in name of stigma, or there was fear among girls and women, so these were not reported. Of late, the policies or law allow them to report, so that's also one of the factor, and good that people are coming out and reporting this crime. But this rise in crime is a worrying thing. There has to be steps taken at all the levels. There are some positive steps that have been taken by government in last 10 years, including the protection of children from sexual offenses that came in 2012. But what needs to be done is increasingly the action taken, the enforcement of these laws, and support to victims, protection of witnesses. So there is a lot that needs to be done in order to prevent these crime, and when they happen, the response should be adequate and victims should get their justice.
On that note, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said India's daughters will get justice. You said the uptick in these cases is partially because of more awareness, better reporting of these crimes. Your organization working closely with the victims of these crimes. What's the mood among the victims? Do they feel like justice is in the cards?
So Save the Children in their all the work, particularly when it comes to child protection, we work with victim on prevention, and then also when such crimes take place, that adequate support to them on rehabilitation, working with the stakeholders like law enforcement agencies, training and sensitization, capacity building of police officials, juvenile justice juvenile justice officials. So we do that, and like I said earlier, that most of these victims don't get support. The system is not adequate as much as it ought to be or it should be. So there is a lot of resentment that when the victim faces the first victimization, when she faces assault, and then second is if they don't get proper support, there is a lot of anger, angst among them and the communities where we live.
Is that an institutional shortcoming? Only 1 in 4 cases of rape in India end in conviction. Is this a weakness of the institutions of the justice system? Is this a question about the cultures or the rural lifestyles? Why is that so few of these cases end with someone being put in jail?
while working and working in number of states at Save the Children, we have seen that there are a number of factors that are responsible for not getting the support for victims. One, of course, is that prevention level, very less efforts are currently done. At family level, the patriarchy or the how the gender dynamics play a role, very few children and women are allowed to speak and raise their voice because of stigma that is sometimes associated with that. Then at community level, the acceptance, the patriarchy and power relations again play an important role, that they are not allowed to speak or go beyond community. And when it comes to the system, the enforcement level, where the judiciary, law enforcement agency should be playing a much vital role, ensuring that this conviction takes place in a timely manner, in a justful manner for that victim. We see that capacity is currently not very good, and a lot needs to be done at better enforcement.
Mr. Kumar, thank you for your time in speaking to France 24. Prabhat Kumar, spokesperson for Save the Children, speaking to us from New Delhi.